Welcome on in, everybody, to Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Welcome to the two hardest working guys in the business. I am Steve. This is episode 130. I got Timmy T.
Yo.
A-team, baby.
That's right.
Team.
I didn't even get a chance to do my hair between shows, so that's how dedicated I am.
I just dabbed with a little powder to cut the shine. All good. All right. So this show, Unsportsmanlike Conduct, let's wrap the brain around this show. We'll talk some NFL Week 6, NFL Week 7, some of the injury stuff that's going on, some baseball playoffs on right now. Blue Jays and the Mariners are going, Dodgers and the Brewers in the National League, all that and more with the A-team. Let's do it.
The Florida Panthers win their second consecutive Stanley Cup. For the first time, the NBA champion resides in Oklahoma City. Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series! You are dealing with the best in the world! Acknowledge me!
Before we get into all this, Timmy, nobody in the chat is discussing what happened on Monday on Raw.
Yeah, I thought that was really weird. No one's really talking about it.
Not in our chat. And I will tell you this. I was scrolling through TikTok on Monday, about 11 o'clock in the morning, looking through, and I see that happen. But the guy who's reacting to it, the video seems weird. So I'm like, this is AI. Shit ain't happening. Are you nuts? So then, and then I'm like, plus we're like 8 hours before Raw even, and then I saw that it's in Australia. It started at 8 a.m. Other comments on the video were also, that's real funny. Raw doesn't start for another 6 hours. So then I put it on, and I see that segment. So that's the that is what I thought I saw, but the recording
in the opening
end of the show.
Yeah,
yes, and it was all good. I was like, all right. So then I get like later, I said, they're not going to come back out and stand in the same positions, wearing the same clothes. And that happened? No way. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yep.
So what do you think that's about? I read that he's possibly has a legit shoulder injury.
Yeah, he might have legit injury. Watch why he's going to be out for a while. I don't think they're going to take the title from him for that. I have no idea. But, and
then Paul Heyman was like, let's go, baby. This guy,
dude, you don't know.
Justin less than Shawn Michaels.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
Tsunami.
Have you been, I'm bringing it back to football already, but have you been watching Chad Powers?
Not yet.
Oh, it's such a great show.
That's what I should
show.
I should just run through that.
Yeah, 4 episodes. It's quick.
No. And it's funny because you're looking forward to things, and then they come out, and then you're 4 episodes in already, and you haven't watched any.
Yeah, him is Glenn Powell's Chad is fantastic, and they have a backup quarterback character who's, oh my god, he's just too funny. He's hilarious.
Okay. I definitely got to get into it.
He's almost like a Scatterboo in a way, but not as cool.
No, nobody can be as cool.
No,
that's our boy.
He has some of the best lines, and I was actually going to write them all down, like my favorite lines of the show so far, but of course I got lazy. Plus, I don't want to spoil anything for you now, but yeah, he had. Right. He's.
How long are the episodes? 30.
Yeah, nothing been longer than 30. I don't think. Right, 30 minutes tops, maybe 40. Like 40, maybe. But it seems quick, real quick. Yeah. So I mean, I definitely highly recommend it if anybody hasn't watched it yet. Eli made a cameo.
I was going to ask you that.
Definitely Eli was the head coach of Ole Miss.
Oh, look at that.
Or a coach, at least. I can't say head, but he was a coach.
Could see him doing that. Comedy gold, that Eli. All right, let's get into some sports. We'll start off with baseball. With the playoffs going on. Both matchups, the Blue Jays and Seattle. Seattle won the first 2 in Toronto. Dodgers win the first 2 in Milwaukee. Both teams taking big leads. That one crazy play to me, the extra inning, that double play. Just see the bases loaded. Guy hits it out to center field. Center fielder, kind of rattles around. Have you seen the play?
I haven't seen it.
Because it is the only time in Major League playoff history that this has ever happened. It was the most crazy play here. I'm going to bring it up for you.
I got to see it.
No, it's nuts. And, part of you kind of feels a little bit for the Brewers, but
aren't the Mariners up 3-0 or only up 2-0?
2.
Oh.
Today's game 3 in Seattle.
Okay.
Let me see if this one will work. All right, we found it here. It's crazy. Is this the one? Yes. All right, Timmy. You let me know what you think about this madness. Bases loaded. Okay. And see what happens.
Brewster is a ground ball pitcher. Brewers set up for 2. And Muncy skies one to center field. Hit well. This one's got a chance. Freeland going back to the wall. He leaps. It's in and out of his glove, but he caught it. And now chaos on the bases. Might have a play at the plate. The throw. Not in time. No, he's out.
The forced play.
Yeah.
He didn't catch the ball.
At the plate. And
this guy has no idea what happened.
All of this is going to be reviewed. It's only a force play if he didn't catch it.
I don't think they know.
Also, did he leave early? Once it hits the glove, you can leave the base. It hits the wall.
It's the first play, then.
It's the first play.
It's going to be a first play.
It's no catch.
Yeah.
It hits the wall off his glove. And now it's a force play at home.
Let's see. And the throw beat him.
Yeah.
So you're going to have bases loaded and 2 outs.
3 outs because Contreras ran to third.
He ran to third for another force.
Wow.
I mean, the catch was the second out. Out at the plate would be the third out.
No
That
catch.
wasn't a
Ryan.
catch.
I'll beg your pardon. No catch. No catch.
Force play, and then the play at third.
So that's not a catch?
So no. So he
the-
went back up. It hit off of his glove, then hit the yellow top of the wall, then came back to him. The guy at third base had no clue what happened. He's just standing on third base. By the time he realizes what happens, he's going to get forced out at home from 410 feet away. And then the guy who's on second, also no idea what's going on. He gets thrown out at third. So it winds up being he took a grand slam away and turned it into a double play.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
One of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. My God, and they still won the game. The Dodgers.
That's insane.
They still won the game. All right, yeah. So the Blue Jays, they lost the first 2 in Toronto. Seattle's home now, but the Blue Jays put up a 5 spot in the 4th inning, so they're up 5-2. And then the Dodgers ahead of the Brewers. I think that'll be unless one of those games like a bullpen game. I think it'll be a sweep.
I mean, is anyone beating the Dodgers though?
Yamamoto. I completely forgot that this dude existed. Turned down our $325 million offer from the Mets, and now he's throwing almost a complete game shutout. Between him and Snell, they both of those guys won 8 innings. That's the formula.
And I don't want. I mean, I can't wish for anything more than the Blue Jays go down hard.
I know.
Very, very. And I hope Vladimir has to eat with that, live with it for the rest of his life, because that fat fuck in his big mouth, him and Big Poppy, the ball. I don't know how Jeter and A-Rod had not hit him over the face with a chair.
I have no idea.
I don't know how they sit there with that.
Did you hear what A-Rod said yesterday at the broadcast with Jeter? He was talking about Seattle and whatever, and he says, nobody in baseball, no one player taught me more about the game than Edgar Martinez. And Jeter's like watching, and then when he says that, he like looks away. I don't know if he knew that the camera was on him, but he like looks away like, fuck you, bitch.
No, I don't know how you allow it to happen. Like the fact, you know, it is the fact that him and Pedro Martinez, another fucking guy, I hope disappeared off the face of the earth. They flat out go out and celebrate when and they don't try to hide it.
Yeah,
you're not a professional broadcaster. If you do that, I don't know. I hate them all. I hate them all.
Speaking of lack of professionalism, the Phillies are out of the fucking playoffs. How fucking great is that?
But you're not on national TV right now.
No, I know. Double to the Phillies. And what a night that was for Philadelphia last Thursday.
That was a
lose
great
to
night.
The Eagles, get eliminated from the playoffs, and the Flyers lost. 6-2 now. Toronto. I just scored another run. All right. So
I'm gonna bust out my old Dodger hat if the Blue Jays come back in that series and it's the Dodgers and one. Bust out my Dodgers hat, wear it, rock it, and pray.
I think I just don't care as long as it's not the Dodgers.
See, I don't care as long as it's not the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
that's how I am.
Yeah, no, of course.
And it's all because Vlad Guerrero and Big Sloppy. That's why.
Big Sloppy. Oh, but you know, if you're a true Yankee, you don't even use that sound. Like A-Rod did a TikTok or a reel where he has a phone up to him and he says the only thing that he's heard all week is, and then he plays the Yankees lose Vlad Guerrero. It wouldn't even be in there. No. Don't put that. Don't make a video with that.
I wouldn't acknowledge it, but yeah, he.
Well, they kind of have to. I think that's what's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know how they don't hit him over the head with a chair. I would have hit him with a chair by now.
That's a good AI video. Poppy should be bad mouthing the Yankees, and they should do a concerto to Poppy's head.
No, and again, it's one of those things like you want to be a broadcaster, and yet he's singing with Guerrero. It's like, how do you do that? Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know how Jeter sits there. I don't know how Jeter sits there.
A-Rod is the play around with him kind of guy, but Jeter for sure. I would see that clip that when A-Rod said Edgar Martinez is the guy who learned the most from, and then Jeter.
If I'm Jeter, I wear my 5 rings to every broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
I go like this every time. Every time David T says something. Let me count to 5
Blinding.
real quick. Yeah, let me count to 5
Jordan.
real quick.
All right, so we'll see. But Blue Jays up 6-2 in the middle of the 4th, and then the Dodgers will play tomorrow.
Go National League. That's all I got to say.
See, when I was young, when I was young, you would root for the league. But now, as I'm older, I don't want any of these national teams to win any of these things.
Yeah, I don't want the Blue Jays to win. They're our division.
See, and I also don't want. But here's the madness that goes through the mind of a Mets fan. Seattle's never even been to the World Series. I don't want them winning the World Series. because then it's like, then it's like, here are all these teams that have won since then. And it's not a lot of teams. It's a slim number of teams that have not won since then.
Oh, I just said
Toronto's
this today.
93, Toronto.
It's a long time. I just saw it today. It's been 5,000 days since the last New York team won a sports championship. 5,000 days.
If you take out the Giants, it widens. If you take out the Yankees,
the last 3 were the Giants and the Yankees.
And before that, Yankees again. But before that, it was the Rangers in 94 and the Knicks in 73.
It's depressing as shit.
Little did we know, Timmy,
the greatest city
when we won in 94 and Graves and Messier, that it would be another 30 years, but it's more.
It better not be another 54 years. I don't want to do that shit again.
Gee, no, we'll be 65 to 70.
5,000 days already, though. It's like whatever, man. It's crazy. That's why I laugh when everyone's like say, the last time the Yankees won, the iPhone wasn't invented. I'm like, dude, it's 2009. It wasn't really that long ago. I mean, it was from a true Yankee perspective. It was a long time
from
ago.
a Yankee standpoint,
but it really wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. It's just like, but and I don't know about this, but when you're in it, it's like this is not going to go away. I imagine the Patriots fans could never imagine these last few seasons. Brady's gone and Belichick, being bad mouth, and now he sucks in college too. So, all right, let's move over to some football, Timothy.
Yes, let's go.
Get that bad boy going. Some football from last week. Let's start with the Thursday game. We enjoyed talking so much about it before. Let's talk about it a little bit more. One of the upsets from last week, Giants stomping out them Eagles 34-17, Scatterboo, Jackson Dart, the rest of the team taking care of business, and the stadium was, how they say it, a raucous crowd, Timmy. What would you say that what would you say was the biggest upset from the weekend? Is it the Giants beating the Eagles? Is it the Panthers beating the Cowboys? Or is it the Falcons beating the Bills?
I would say the Giants, only because of we haven't won a division game in 9 years, and we haven't won a primetime game in that long. We don't win on primetime. So I would say the Giants game was the biggest upset.
I'd say that too, because you had zero. Like, that's, as a Giants fan, especially, because there's no expectations. We've almost even given up on the splits, right? You win at home and lose on the road. We're like, no, the Eagles. That's 2 losses right there. But the biggest thing to us, and we talked about this on We Stomped You Out. So if you're a Giants fan, go back and watch that after you finish watching this show. Was that now you can kind of see the framework of this moving forward, and we've talked about this every single year. We don't even make an attempt to think that we're going to win any of these primetime games, and to do it at home against, I don't care what they don't want to be called, the defending reigning Super Bowl champions, not playing like it. And then the Eagles on top of it, it's the division rivalry. You got Saquon in the building, and the crowd just going nuts. So could not have asked for a better Thursday night.
It's amazing. It just shows with Philly, because they're the Super Bowl champions, and there is such turmoil. Now, all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts might not be their quarterback. Dude, the guy won you a Super Bowl. A.J. Brown wants out. He wants to be gone. He's tired of not getting the ball as much as he wants. He wants out. And the defense is just not playing what they're supposed to be doing. And they should have a top 3 defense with who they have.
And they're bottom 3. They're literally in the bottom 3 to 5 in these categories.
Yeah, and it's amazing how quickly. I'm not saying they fell apart. They haven't fallen apart, but
no,
mentally they're not there. They're not playing up there. So you still got to watch them. You still got to be careful. They're still a dangerous team, but I mean, with A.J. Brown wanting out, and like you said, now the crowd's turning on Jalen Hurts, it's going to be hard for them to make a comeback.
You know what I would find if I was, God forbid, an Eagles fan, there's like, and I don't know, I guess Eli didn't show much of it either, but he shows zero emotion. Like when it's time to get fired up, it doesn't look like he's getting fired up. But he's, and this year it's just not working for him. I don't know, that would be frustrating to me as an Eagles fan. And then add on to the fact that you're not utilizing Saquon Barkley like you did. I mean, you don't want to run him to the ground, but it's just
who, by the way, I loved watching him being so upset.
He was.
Thought that whole game.
Yeah.
Because he knew that goddamn documentary dropped also, and he knew.
Oh, they knew. Yeah, I mean, that was all.
That
was all.
Yeah,
all set up, and
but
it could. I like it. But again, that's another reason why I really wanted, even though we hadn't seen the documentary yet at that point, where I really wanted to beat this damn team because of the fact that they are putting out a documentary hours before Giants
we forgot to talk about that on we saw him.
That's because I haven't finished watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Well, once he signs, what'd you get up to?
I think I just watched. I watched the first 35 minutes or so.
Once he signs,
I mean, you can tell me. I know what happens.
You don't have to watch the rest because it's just the rest of the year. We had a good year. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But once he gets
the
to
drama
the
and the intrigue is right beforehand.
And by the way, when he rode to the game, the playoff game from his house, so that he rented a bus, and Sterling Shepard and Daniel Jones were on the bus with him to watch him play that game.
I didn't know that they were on the bus. I knew that they were. I knew that they had.
They rented a private bus,
and
they were with him on the. I was like, "You sons of bitches! I'm glad you're both gone now." I understand he's your friend and your former teammate. I get it, but you don't ride with him to the game and be like, "Hey, yeah."
But that also that all the conspiracy from our buddy where Barkley doesn't like Daniel Jones, and they're not cool because of the contract situation. All right, so Giants get that victory, loving it. Get into the slate here at Sunday, the London game. We talked about this a little bit also on the previous show because of who the Giants play this coming Sunday. But the Broncos beat the Jets in a snooze fest, Timmy. Snooze fest. Broncos didn't look good. The Jets are now 0-6 for the second time in their history. Continuing on here, the Cardinals, they took a lead over the Colts, and then the Colts, Indiana Jones, baby. Just mention it. But 2 touchdowns. They were down.
What? Are you muted? Yes.
No, you're not. There you go. No, now you're not again.
No, I was asking for pain medication. I don't want to say it.
Okay. All right. So the Colts now 5-1, 4-0 at home. Cardinals look like a mess, but you know how backup quarterback comes in, you get rejuvenated and show some fight. But they did at times make Jacoby Brissett look like a Hall of Famer. But he's 320 yards. Jacoby Brissett throws 44 times. You best win that game. I better win that game. But Jones continues to play well. Taylor, rest of the team. Pat McAfee, very excited about the start for the Colts. I really wanted Ant to be on the show just for this. The Chargers and the Dolphins. Dolphins just gave this game away. They had it in hand. But my favorite is did you see the Tua comments afterwards?
Yeah, he apologized and all that shit. Yeah,
he apologized today. But that team is a disaster. Their coach is a disaster.
It's true. It's one of those teams where you would since Dan Marino, it's just been horrible.
That is a lesson learned. Dan Marino goes to the Super Bowl in his first year. Was it his first year?
Yeah.
And then never sniffed it again. And then years later would lose to Jacksonville in the play. What was that, 62-7 or something like that?
Don't you like we can watch it now on obviously on YouTube or on whatever. But imagine like nowadays, what's the equivalent of a Dan Marino versus Joe Montana Super Bowl? But like, what would the equivalent be nowadays? There is no equivalent. It would be Tom Brady, I guess maybe versus Peyton if they were in separate conferences, maybe. Like, what was that? That was like ridiculous. You think about that now, you're like, wow, Marino versus Montana. Holy shit.
Well, because how many times were I don't know, me for sure, if it wasn't involved in Giants, but how it was almost more exciting to see the Colts Patriots because it was Manning and Brady. Like that was the marquee matchup.
Yeah, that was
we were always waiting for that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Now I guess what is it? Again, it's the same conference, Mahomes and Allen. Like that's the AFC matchup that you see every year.
Yeah.
that you look forward to. You wanted the Colts to beat.
But who would be
Brady.
who would be the NFC guy? Everyone's like, oh my
NFC.
god, this is going to be the greatest. Right now, I don't think there is one. I mean, Baker's playing out, lights out, but it's not like, oh my god, Baker versus Mahomes is going to be fantastic. No, that's why you got to remember to take advantage of those Marino versus Montana moments, because you never know when you're going to see that shit again.
There's really not. Like I'm looking through the NFC. It's not like there's nothing. I mean, Stafford.
No, Stafford.
Seahawks, nothing.
No, there isn't one. There's no NFC quarterback really that's out there the way those guys were.
Yeah, nothing at all. Not until Jackson Dart finishes developing.
That's right.
But outside of that, no, there's nothing really.
I don't get how just some teams. Again, the Giants have been bad for a long time. I'm not trying to shit other people's teams, but like the Dolphins, the Jets, they just can't get their shit together enough to even be relevant.
And the Patriots go from Brady, a couple of year drought, now have May.
Yeah, it's horrible. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, the quarterback stuff is definitely AFC heavy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you can't go by regular season because you would throw Dak in there and he would get killed in the playoffs.
That's right. He's not even count.
as he always does. All right. Patriots continue rolling. May, another 3 touchdowns. They beat the Saints. Steelers make easy work of the Browns. I did bet the Browns plus 5.5. And stupid. Panthers beat the Cowboys. That's another upset. But the Panthers are now 3-0 at home. Bryce I said Harper. Bryce Young.
Yeah.
They're playing some of the NFL films video, and he's got some leadership on him.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking up that sideline, getting them and I appreciate the hell out of that because it's Cowboys. But yeah, and then Dowdle, who they could have re-signed for $3 million, let walk. He warned them too. That's a dick move, but if it's against the Cowboys, I like it. Like he warned, I'm coming. Be ready, and they were.
And he did. Like he backed that because they talk about the beginning of the game. The beginning of the game, they talking about that. I saw the pre-show, and they were like, "Oh, well, he's itching. He's gonna. This is his revenge." I'm like, "Who?" My friend, who is this guy? Why is this important? No, like, yeah, that he went out there and had the game of his life, and you know what?
Yeah,
like you said, good for him because it was the Cowboys.
What he spent 30 carries, 183 yards. And Pickens been their offense has been crazy, but he 9 for 168. CeeDee Lamb is practicing. He might be back this week, so maybe George Pickens gets less targets and he gets pissed off and he gets traded too. Timmy, true story. Sunday morning, as I'm laying out the picks, I'm texting these guys right now. I'm switching to Seattle, and I just never did it. So Seattle beat Jacksonville 20-12. The Rams beat the hapless Ravens. Nice glass there, like it. Ravens put up it. Is this showing that Lamar Jackson's the MVP like for life? 3 points.
I guess by the definition, I guess you have to say that.
Right? He's the most valuable player.
How come Dave's not here to talk up Baker for MVP? I mean, come on.
Thank goodness. The Raiders beat the Titans. Titans fire Callahan.
Oh my God, that's so. It's like an annual thing with them.
Yeah.
They don't wait
now
the end of the
year.
year.
They play the Patriots this week.
Yeah, they don't wait the end of the year.
Fire this guy.
They fire a guy in the middle of the year every year. It's like every year they do the same shit all the time.
Like poor Levitz and now Cam Ward. That the organization's a disaster. Which makes it even more laughable that the Cardinals lost that team and screwed up my parlay from that week. But the Raiders get a win.
Oh, let's get to the Bills, and I'm talking about screwing up a fucking parlay.
Oof. All right, but we're gonna get there. Packers beat the Bengals. Bengals look fine with Flacco. They were able to move the ball. So we'll see if he can get him a couple of wins before Burrow gets back. 49ers, Fred Warner out. That was awful. Disgusting injury, done for the year. 49ers have a billion guys out on injured reserve now. The Bucs, this was their ease. The other wins that they got all happened in last minute with Baker running around and throwing the ball. But this was an easier win. Mac Jones, again, these teams, when you got a guy like Mac Jones throwing the ball 39 times, you're probably going to lose that football game. But Baker continues. But Ibuka goes down. I said that right on the first shot. Look at me. He's out for a few weeks. Mike Evans might be back though this week, so we'll see. They have the Sunday night game. The Chiefs offense looks like they turned back the clock a little bit. They're getting back to full strength. They'll be 100% full strength starting this week with
Worthy.
Rice coming back. Worthy. I mixed them up. No, Rice will come back this week. So now they'll have Rice and Worthy and Hollywood Brown and Kelsey. They'll have their full arsenal. Now if they just get a running back that can run the ball, they'd be extremely dangerous. And then let's get to the Monday night. Bills Falcons. That was the last of my parlay also. I did a 7 team, and the Bills were the last. I just needed to win by a half a point.
Oh no. I don't do those. I like to do the prop ones. So the one was, again, I should have learned my lesson last week.
Who screwed you?
Where 5 receivers had to just get 10 yards in the first quarter. 10. That's one catch. Shakir screwed me. And on the second one, it was Drake London, Bijan Robinson, James Cook. Any touchdown, anytime.
Cook.
Any touchdown at all. And here's James Cook. These two got me in the first quarter. I'm like, dude, I got this. This is a lock. We going Sizzler
for a touchdown.
We going Sizzler this weekend if I hit this one. Like James Cook can't even get across the goddamn end. I couldn't score. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
I kind of loaded up on Buffalo because I thought that I really didn't think that this would be a close game like this, and ultimately they pulled ahead. But I had Josh Allen going over his yards, and I did Robinson and Cook going over. Cook for a touchdown, Robinson for a touchdown, and like you just said, Cook screwed the pooch, and it actually wound up being the other side. Robinson 19 carries, 170 yards. He's got like back-to-back games with like 230 yards from scrimmage. He's been insane. And then London 158 yards and a touchdown. So it wound up being the Falcons going over all their props. All right, and then we had a doubleheader on Monday night, and
which is dumb, by the way.
I know.
It's not like it's the East Coast, West Coast thing. Now they're having any game on anytime they want, where you can't watch both games. It's stupid.
It's dumb. And then you yank out Peyton and Eli.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. All right, but I do like the outcome of this game. You were the only team that picked the Bears last week. Very smart on your side. They win with that last second field goal, 25-24. The aforementioned Jaden Daniels with the fumble, that was just messy. Which let him back in. So that was great for us. Swift with that big touchdown run. He went nuts on that one run. What do you think about the Bears?
I know I should have threw them in the Fugazi. I don't know, man. I just one of those teams. They're like one mental mistake away from ruining their whole game. I don't know.
Caleb Williams has. Listen to this weird stat. He has one of the highest inaccurate pass percentages,
and it gets worse every week.
But he's only got one interception.
Yeah, that's weird.
So when he's throwing it bad, he's like missing everybody. Is
he's missing
kind of
everyone.
like what it is. Yeah,
It's going into the ground or into the stands.
I don't know. He's like we knew that he was going to be a weird guy in the NFL, but it's like it's hard to put your finger on what he's doing. It feels like he's progressing a little bit because he's cut down on the turnovers. But is he doing enough? Like, are these types of things happening? Is he doing enough to win the games? But we'll see. Like I said on the Giants show, the Bears game much more difficult, I think, now than what we thought of coming into the week. And then the Vikings and the Texans were on bye. So I saw like Lamar's going to be out again. Or are they on bye this week? I think that might be it. Yeah, they're on bye. Ravens and the Bills are on bye this week.
The Bills, I'll just say this real quick about them.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 2 straight. They need to make that. If they're making the deal, they got to make it immediately.
Yeah,
you can't let them. You can't snowball. Not with the Patriots playing good. You can't let that snowball because the team's going to come for them.
And Vrabel's getting the most out of every one of those players.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already asking him, about him going back to Tennessee, play Titans. He stood up there and he says, "This is not a win one for the Gipper. This is about us improving, getting to where we need to be." And you look back at his resume, and you're like, how do the Titans even contemplate firing this dude?
I don't know.
But you look back at that team, and it was Derrick Henry, but who was the quarterback for most of that time? Tannehill. The defense was always gritty and stuff, and you had your love affair with the Titans.
Depending on how you look at
it. Yeah. The mush on the Titans. But and Vrabel was one of the guys that we wanted to potentially coach the Giants.
Yeah.
So you're 1,000% right on that. And again, this is why it's such a hard thing to settle in on one thing. A couple of weeks ago, the Bills were playing strong, and then you looked at their schedule and like, shit, when are they going to lose? They're going to go 14-3, and easily have the AFC the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I was like, dude, my picture coming true this year. Detroit Buffalo, it's coming true.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, now I don't know.
Well, and what I picked the Chiefs and the Packers, and I was not the Chiefs were 0-2. I feel a little bit more comfortable with it now, but obviously we'll see. And then when you talk about MVP, the latest is, Mahomes is, I think, number 1 in the odds. I think it's because they're seeing what he's starting to he leads the team in rushing. He leads, he's doing things that he was doing, a couple years ago, with weapons. And I think Josh Allen is still just a smidge ahead of Baker, but then right behind him you got Drake May, and but think about that for a second. If you take away Josh Allen, you take away those 2 top guys because maybe those are ahead by name only. But then you look at the rest of the list and you see Baker Mayfield, Drake May, Daniel Jones, and you're like, what bizarro world NFL are we watching this year?
Yeah, Sam Darnold's playing very well.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, because when you look at the hold on, let me bring this up. The playoff picture right now, the buys would go to the Tampa Bay Bucs and the Indianapolis Colts, Baker Mayfield and Daniel Jones. Isn't that like, for this show, that is the perfect thing that could have happened?
It is. That's the ultimate Dave game.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, listen, at least I give credit when credit is due. That Baker Mayfield scramble, I've seen it 1,000 billion times now because everybody's showing it all the time. But he had one of those scrambles a couple weeks ago. That's what happens when you have the weapons. Now he's losing some of the weapons. We'll see what happens. This is not the playoff. The Ravens are down to 24% chance of even making the playoffs.
I think it'd be less than that.
See where the Giants are, Timmy. Let's get excited. 6%.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Exactly. That's rude. I guess this is statistics. It can't be rude. There's no feelings involved. But the Giants have the second least chance to make the playoffs right now, only ahead of New Orleans. Yeah,
you tell me the Jets have a more chance with the worst record?
Oh no, sorry, that's NFC.
Oh, NFC.
Sorry.
Okay.
But even like Arizona is at 7%, Carolina is 17%, Dallas is at 19%. Bears are at 30%.
Dallas gets 19 because of their logo. That's the only reason they get it.
Yeah, bombs. Okay, so here's a question for you. NFC North now. It's almost like all the teams are good.
Yeah. That's going to be fun to watch them coming down to the end.
Right? Those 4 teams, the Detroit. Detroit's got an interesting game this Sunday night, back-to-back primetime games. We'll get to that. What was the comment that you were going to make on maybe it was the Bills thing, but on the Giants show, but you said you'll save it for Unsportsmanlike?
No, it was the Bills thing. Yeah, I was going to talk about how James Cook screwed me.
Yeah. Yeah. I went heavy on Buffalo, and this is what.
But you figure first quarter, Bijan scores, Drake London scores. You're like, this is a lock, and then he gets hot coming out in the third quarter. I'm like, this is no problem. But I couldn't stay awake. I was tired, so I went to sleep. I was like, let me wake up and see the good news. I woke up. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. I was like, I'm not going to sleep.
What was
it for me?
Yeah, one of them I had Broncos, Colts, Rams, Packers, Bills. Bills screwed me. This one I had everything. Bills screwed me on this. I had Bijan going over his, James Cook going over his total, which they both did, but I had the Bills covering a 3.5. They didn't. I had James Cook with a touchdown. He didn't. I had Josh Allen going for 224.5 yards passing. Josh Allen throws for 180. I didn't realize this until now, but Josh Allen screwed me on 2 things here. I had another one at plus 431, James Cook over his yards, Bijan over his, and Josh Allen let me down. Any other big injury news? Nothing that I can think of. The Fred Warner thing.
No.
I think that's it. Let me refresh here, and then we'll go into our. You got any Fugazi or It's a Beautiful Thing?
No, like I said, the Bears. I think were with this week's team. I was thinking about because I can't even answer it, to be honest with you. They're such an enigma. I mean, if I had guns on my head, I'd still say they're Fugazi. But you never know.
Yeah, because I mean, even if they make a, I'm not talk too bad about them because we got them coming up. But I mean, it's a team if it makes some noise in the playoffs. I'm not really scared of them.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, Blue Jays scored another couple of runs. They're up 8-2 in the 5th or 6th inning. So that looks like potentially could go 2-1 there. All right, let's get into it. Let's do our world famous Week 7 picks. Timmy's going to do it live.
Try it. I have no idea who's playing who.
I like that even more now.
I have no idea. I didn't even look at the schedule this week yet. So.
All right. Okay. So let's start us off here. The Thursday night game is the Steelers heading to Cincinnati. Tomlin made some comments about the Flacco trade, about the Browns GM. He said he must be smarter than all of us, trading within the division for a desperate team need. But we'll see what happens there. Steelers, I don't know. Steelers, 5-point favorite here. We'll start with you, Timmy.
Steelers.
There's going to be a point where the Steelers are going to start, that they start their annual fade. I don't know if it's going to happen this week. I'm going to go with the Steelers too. But I will say that the Bengals offense at least looked better, looked more confident out there. Like, that's another team with no run game. Wasn't Chase Brown supposed to be
Yeah, I thought he was going to be like the missing piece.
Yeah. The next Mixon in that lineup, and he hasn't done much of anything. Well, offensive line is gone. That sucks. The top 3 quarterback is also gone. So,
and again, they just re-signed him, but rumors are Trey Henderson might get traded. So,
where did I see that too? Minnesota. I saw a team linked to him. All right, but anyway, double Steelers there. Then we get to our Sunday morning Rams at the second home of the Jags in London. The Jags are a conundrum. I don't know what the hell which team it's going to be. But if we're just going based on, this is in London, neutral ground, they don't have to deal with, 87-degree heat. Poor Matt Stafford out in the hot sun. I'm going to go with the Rams. The ding-dongs, if you will. Timmy?
There's no Pua, right? Sue?
Is what?
No Pua Nakua? Pua Nakua?
I don't know. Let me see what's going on with him. I'm
going to go Rams anyway. I'm going to go Rams no matter what.
Okay. Let me see. Hard to say if Nakua will practice this week. He did not practice on Wednesday. He might be back to practice tomorrow, but no guarantees.
Still means he might play. So
yeah.
No, I'll go with the Rams.
All right. Got the ding dongs there. Next out, an elite matchup, Timmy. You know our sarcasm by now. Dolphins at the Browns. Browns are a 2.5-point favorite here. Timmy, who you got?
Shit. This is actually a hard game to pick.
Mm-hmm.
If the Dolphins are going to get their big win, I think this would be the one. But I still like that Browns defense better. I'm going to go with the Browns at home. Give me the doo-doo.
I am going with the Browns also, and it's because that defense is the best deal on the field when it comes to their offense sucks, and the Dolphins defense and offense sucks. And be careful back there, Tua. Be careful. All right, next up, the Pats, 7-point favorites against the Titans. I'm going with the Patriots here. I think you will as well.
Oh yeah,
same.
The Vrabel game.
Oh, the Vrabel revenge game. It's in Tennessee. They're just a disaster. Ruining quarterback. Do not ruin my Cam Ward from the University of Miami. Don't do it. Develop that guy. All right, Saints and the Bears. Bears are a 4.5-point favorite here, Timmy.
Coming off a big Dallas win. Saints are still the Saints. Give me the Bears.
The Bears. I like the Bears here too. Saints stink. Only we lose to them. Okay? Only us. I got the Bears there too. All right. Keep it going. Teams heading in opposite directions. And it's weird to say that the Jets being bad is an opposite direction. As bad as they are is the opposite direction. Panthers are 1.5-point favorite at the Jets. Still a difficult game to choose because you don't know. You can't trust the Panthers yet. It's an easiest possibility for the Jets to get their first win. But I'm going with the Panthers on the road to win this game against the Jets. Who you got here, Timmy?
I'm going to shock the world. I'm shocking the world. Jets get their first win at home against the Panthers.
Do it. Oh, okay, so back take a step back here from last week. You and Ed both finished 10-5. I finished 9-6. Ant finished 9-6. Melo finished 8-7. Why did Melo finish 8-7? What haterade was he drinking? He picked the Titans over the Raiders, which that was a weird one.
That's shocking, actually.
He did. He went opposites. Maybe the 10 picks in 5 games was too much for him, for Gino. Wow, and he picked the Lions too. I could have sworn he was going to go with. I think the Titans were the only real ones that he missed. So you get the lock of the week, the first pick of lock of the week. So just keep that in mind. It's nothing lock worthy. Coming out those soon, Timmy.
Yeah, so far it hasn't sounded anything lock worthy at all.
No, there's one coming up. Not this one. Eagles are a 2-point favorite heading to Minnesota to play the Vikings. Carson Wentz revenge game. It's written all over it, Timmy. Who you got here?
I don't see them losing 3 straight. I mean, if they did, it would be phenomenal. It'd be a party. It would be an absolute beautiful thing. But I don't see them losing 3 straight. So I'm going to go with the Eagles.
I'm doing it, Tim.
Doing it?
Vikings are coming off the bye. Wentz is ready.
Hey, I hope you're all right.
Wentz will put up 85 yards total. I don't know. I feel like the Eagles are reeling right now, and it might be a false sense of hope potentially. But at the quarterback position, at the wide receiver position, at the offensive line, the running back, it's not anywhere near what they were last year, especially during the run in the playoffs. And I think that the fans, those Eagles fans, I think they're going to start turning on that, and then they're not at home. But they were already called. Weren't they calling for the coach to be fired last year?
Oh yeah, they don't know nothing.
Sirianni. So they don't like that dude. So I don't know. I think everything's going to come to a head. Eagles lose their 3rd straight against the Vikings. Here might be
web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Siri, shut up. All right, here might be your lock, Timmy. Raiders at the Chiefs. Chiefs are an 11.5-point favorite. They get they will be at full strength, basically.
Yeah, I'll take that as my lock also.
It's a good idea. Like I was saying, if they ever got a running back that could be consistent, it'd be insane. Next up, Colts and I picked the Chiefs. I didn't have to say that. Colts and the Chargers. This is a good game. Chargers are a good game. Are you going with the Chargers? Which is that what you said?
I said, who'd have thought this would have been a really
good
game?
Yeah, right. Well, and then Richardson, the Colts, did you see that? All those injuries during the pregame?
Yeah.
Richardson, did he break it? His orbital bone?
Something like that. Yeah, they said he broke
it. What are they called? The bands.
Yeah.
That guy is...
That's insane.
If I'm the Colts, I'm like, all right, fuck that shit. Get out of here. Get off this team. Give me that jersey. But Colts at the Chargers. Chargers are a 2-point favorite here. And they are, well, Vidal had a nice game at running back, but this is a tough one, Timmy, because you trust the Colts yet already on the road. And the Chargers can charge. They can do their thing and be the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers because of the home team. I do not feel at all confident about this. This is a complete stay away game. This game is getting none of my money. Timmy?
Yeah, I'm going Chargers also. I mean, this is my up in the air pick'em game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with the home team.
Yeah, I'm with that. All right, that starts the 4 o'clock. And then another game in the 4 o'clock window is your New York Football Giants at the Broncos. Broncos are a 7-point favorite. My eyes do not say 7-point favorite, Timmy. Not what I saw last week into Jets in London. What I've seen from Bo Nix so far. Again, he's coming off his second year, so he's going to have his ups and downs. We've already picked this on the last show, but Timmy, who you got here in this one?
Yeah, no matter what, I'm not picking them to win, so I'm going to pick the Broncos.
It's a fan thing. Don't get involved, everybody. Mind your business.
That's right.
Mind your business. I did go with the Giants. Both of us choosing them to cover. So we're going in Denver. We're going to take care of business, whether it's covering or winning this game outright. And that, combined with my version of the world where the Eagles lose, gets us that much closer, Timmy.
It's true.
That much closer. All right. In the Super Bowl of 1986 rematch there, Giants and Broncos. All right. Next up, a game in which we would like both of these teams to lose. Commanders are in Dallas to play the Cowboys. Commanders are a 1.5 favorite. Both of these teams might be getting their number one wide receivers back. In I always go to say Dez Bryant, CeeDee Lamb, and what's his name from there?
Debo.
Terry.
Oh,
Terry.
McLaren.
Yeah. So they might both be back this week. We start with you, Timmy.
I'm gonna have to go with the Cowgirls at home.
I think so. This might be a weird game in which the Cowboys win the game. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys also, but this might be what the Commanders need to get their offense straightened out.
Mm-hmm.
So but screw them both. All right, next up. This is going to be my lock of the week. The Packers against the Packers. I know the Browns game and whatnot. The Cardinals are nowhere near the defense the Browns are. They don't have a quarterback. I think the Packers just run away with this game. This is my lock. Nice.
And I'm taking them also.
Yes, sir. All right. We got 3 more games here, Timmy. This is not a good. I mean, it's not going to be fun to watch. Falcons at the 49ers. The 49ers are somehow, with nobody on their roster, still a 2-point favorite. Purdy practiced today, looking promising for him, is what they're saying. But then who is he throwing it to? Even Jawan Jennings, who he was the guy, so I put him in my starting lineup. I think he had a catch. He said after the game he's playing with 5 broken ribs. What are we doing? So, all right, Timmy, you start with this one.
Every time I pick them, they fucking end up winning. I'm back against them. But I'm gonna go Falcons. Let's throw Falcons.
Like,
there's no feasible way the 49ers should be winning as many games as they have.
That's what I'm saying, and then everybody's hurt, and the Falcons look really so good on Monday night. Wide receiver, their running back, Penix look fine. So I'm going to go with the Falcons too here, Timmy.
Cool. Sunday
night, potential game of the week, Timmy. The Bucs at Detroit. This is good. No matter what I've ever said about Baker, this is an entertaining game. Baker, Bucs, Lions, these two offenses. It's going to be, at the very least, a very entertaining game. Lions are probably really annoyed that they went in and lost the way they did to the Chiefs, and the Bucs are just down too many guys. This is where Baker will prove to me that he's worthy of being in the discussion, because these guys got nobody. Maybe Mike Evans. I'm going to Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lions 2 at home. Time for Baker to get his.
I don't know about 5.5 though.
Bubble bursted, just a little bit.
Yeah, get him out of here. Stop. Yeah, you know what they did? Interesting question that they asked Sam Darnold. They outright asked him, with you and a couple of other guys like Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones mixed in, these guys that get chosen high in the draft, they don't do well with their first team, maybe not even their second team, and now they're flourishing. They literally asked Sam Darnold that, and he gave a complete 1,000% bullshit answer about staying true to yourself and all that shit.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Monday night, Seahawks. Speaking of Sam Darnold, they get a fresh Texans team coming off their bye. Seahawks at home, where the decibel levels are increased due to fake noise. They are a 3-point favorite here. I think you chose first, so I will go first on this last one, this Monday night game. I will go with the Seahawks. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Gotta say that name super slow.
Yeah, because
very much get yourself in trouble.
It's racist if you don't.
Well, it's just out of, yeah, it's too much. That's why they bring down 3 initials. But he's been out of control. One of the best starts wide receiver history. So Seahawks for me, sir.
You know what? Give me the Texans.
Oh, I really think the Seahawks are really kicking themselves over losing that game to the Bucs.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
All right. We have some differences this week. Last week, the only difference that we have was the Bears, and that's the difference with. And you call it my sister, who we text back and forth. No matter what the primetime games are, she asked me who I got, and then she'll be like, "Damn, sorry, bro." But she went to sleep, and the next morning she was like, "The Bears won." I was like, "The Bears won, baby." All right, I think that does it for us. Oh, the Blue Jays it's just 2-1. It's gonna be 2-1. Blue Jays now up 12-2 in the bottom of the 6th, so they'll get a little bit closer there. Timmy, no need to worry though. I think Seattle still got it going. Are the 2 Monday night games again, Raul? Get out of here. That's not what well, you know what? I pulled it from the Hard Rock bet. Let me look real quick here, and then we'll close it out, Timmy. See, this is why we need Raul.
Fact checker.
He's our fact checker. We do have 2 Monday night games again, Tim. Wait, I thought the Bucs and Lions were the Sunday night game. Falcons 49ers on Sunday night. Give me anything else in the world to do.
Trying to catch up on TV shows that night.
Yeah. That's where I can catch up on a lot of shit. All right, Bucs Lions. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. and then 10 p.m. game. Get out of here with that 10 p.m. game. Nobody's staying up on the East Coast. Texas Seahawks. Timmy, what do you got here on the way out here? Week 7 coming up. Week 7. Damn.
Man, week 7 is depressing.
It's bullshit already. But at least this year, we've got something going on, Timmy, in Jersey.
I'm not going to say what, but yeah, we do. Let's hope I can hit a parlay this week. I need my losing streak to end.
You need some sizzler. That's what I need. That's what I heard.
I need to go sizzler. So let's go parlay.
Let's go parlay. This has been the A team. To the other guys, get your picks in. Don't wait till Sunday, Dave, with his Sunday morning 9 o'clock. I got to be texting him looking for my picks. That does it for us this week on Sportsmanlike Conduct, episode 130. This has been us in a good mood because the Giants whooped that ass against the Eagles last week. We'll keep you updated on what's going on in the world of sports. Baseball, football, NHL is going. The Rangers made history. First 3 home games getting shut out.
Awesome.
So that's great. And then NBA starts up here in 10 days or so. So that does it for us. Peace out, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.
The Florida Panthers win their second consecutive Stanley Cup. For the first time, the NBA champion resides in Oklahoma City. Los Angeles, your Dodgers have won the World Series. You are